Welcome to the Hunter Report, and this might bore you a little bit. This topic may bore you. We're just going to talk about organizing string. And some of you, this is not going to be, the right kind of stuff for you. You're going to tune on out. But let me just tell you how important it is to organize your string. And it really gets into the whole theme of keeping things ship-shape, because if everything is ship-shape, when the shit hits the fan, and not even like a serious catastrophe, but if a gig comes and you've only have 15 minutes to prepare, if everything's nice and ship-shape, you're going to be set. So we're going to talk about organizing paracord. I have a noose here, a typical way to organize paracord. It's okay, but every time that I unravel this, it gets tangled, and then I have to spend another 15 minutes to untangle it. And this beautiful Paracord Organizer over here lets you keep your paracord wrapped. You can unwrap as much as you need to, and then the entire bunch stays nice and organized. So thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Check the description below for where you can purchase these guys on Amazon.com. And let me really show you what I mean. I would put money on it that as I try to untangle this paracord right here, I'm not trying to force my point here. You can believe me or not, but I'm genuinely going to try and take this cord apart with all the care possible. So first thing, I'm gonna make sure that this is held tightly here to keep the organization. It's the best way I could describe it. So that much is out. But just look at all these little knots in there. And just as time goes on, the paracord tends to enter into just disorganization. This is called entropy. You see the way that it just tried to knot up there. I did a decent job of wrapping this up, but let's just go a little faster. Introduce just a little bit more. Look at that. See? This is just an example. I literally have spent an hour undoing this. Actually, it was this cord that I spent an hour on, and that was just too much. And I said, never again. I mean, look at this. Yes, I went too fast, but if you have the right tool, you can go fast. If you have one of these things, you can go fast. So it helps you stay ship-shape. Staying ship-shape is so good. And if I've missed some technique on how to organize paracord, please, by all means, leave a description below in the comments, and I'd be very happy to find that out. So another good thing about this is that the paracord is going to get twisted no matter what if you use that loop. Whereas here, you can make sure the paracord doesn't get twisted. So it actually improves the lifespan of your paracord, because twisted paracord is the beginning of the end. See, I've got everything's nice and organized right here. Made my first loop. See these little twists? They just happen when the paracord is free floating. It's because my wrist is twisting. It's introducing more twists further on down the line. So keeping everything ship-shape may not make sense to some of you people out there who are just not organized people, but let me tell you, every unorganized person needs an organized person somewhere in their life. And while I'm a very organized person, sometimes I get forgetful, no matter how organized my intentions are. I get forgetful. I've left umbrellas in places. I've left my glasses in places. It's been a while since I've lost my glasses, but that used to be a big thing. Leaving umbrellas. When I'm in an familiar environment, when I'm going to do a job somewhere that's unfamiliar, that's when the forgetfulness tends to set in. And the worst is when somebody renders judgment upon you for being forgetful. And the most important thing is to know that you've tried absolute best of your ability, so you can be confident in that should they decide to get a little bit unreasonable with you for being forgetful. See, you're getting all these philosophy lessons. You thought you were just watching a Paracord video, and Paracord is the source of all knowledge and wisdom centers around the paracord. Look at that. See? These little jigglies. I like to call dealing with string theory, because given an extremely knotted piece of string, I'd like to think that I'm reasonably effective at getting out the knots. You should really see me in full fury. It's a sight to behold. But just doing a little old string theory, as I like to call it, right here. Of an imperfection, you just go back, make sure that everything's ship-shape. There are two very formative books. One was called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, and the other really helped me. Was a book called The Pragmatic Programmer, which just taught that it's the root causes of problems. It's the root causes of problems that must be addressed immediately. And if you let the root causes of problems fester, and this actually applies to all areas of life, be it in medicine, or social situations, legal situations, business situations, anything. If you let the root causes of problems fester, they tend to get out of control, and it's all because you're not approaching the situation properly, called managing expectations. You can really make life a lot easier for yourself if you set expectations and boundaries properly. So what am I going to call this section here, since I've given out quite a bit of wisdom? Zen and the art of paracord winding? Organizing? Paracord winding? Zen and the art of paracord maintenance? No. Look at that. Classic knot over here. The first thing in my string theory I like to do is, when you have a knot like this, is to just sort of get your finger into all of the loops. This, and then gently spread it out. Okay, so this is not going to completely get the knot undone, but what it's going to do is allow you to start looking at the knot from a higher perspective. And it'll get out any of the minor loops and let you focus on the knottier knots. I would much rather have this paracord spooled up like this. Even though it's not a perfect job here, it's a pretty quick job. The black one over there I did, it was even better. But I'm reaching the end here, and I'm just going to do a typical loop-de-loop here. So keep my finger there, loosely wrap, place that bit under there, tighten, just get all the slack out. There we go. Look at that. Perfection. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon.